Welcome to the Gaming Banana. Today I am going to show you the best first drift cars for the UK. First, BMW M3 E36. The BMW M3 is the mainstay drifting car for many countries around the world. This is especially true in Europe, where the number E36 and E46 models on track even outnumber the S bodies. With solid German engineering underpinning every aspect of the car, high-performing naturally aspirated engines and great looks, it is no big surprise that this is a great drifting platform. The E36 offered 3.0-litre straight-six engines which ran through 5-speed manual transmissions and limited slip differentials. In European trim the engine produced 282 bhp as standard. E36 examples are plentiful and relatively cheap for the performance that they offer. This would be a good low-cost entry into the drifting world. Nissan 350Z. The Nissan 350Z was released in 2003 to rave reviews. This car was the latest in the Z car lineage and carried many of the traits that made the cars before it a great success with sports car fans of the period. The 350Z was built by Nissan in the classic sports car drivetrain configuration of front engine and rear-wheel drive. As standard, the cars came with a bulletproof 3.5-litre V6 engine producing 287 bhp at the flywheel, which was put to the tarmac through a 6-speed manual transmission and a limited slip differential. These mechanical assets make the Nissan 350Z a perfect beginner's drift car. A potent and tough power plant mated with a manual gearbox and a limited slip differential ensure that as you learn the ropes and increase your drifting abilities, this car should see you through until you feel ready to substantially increase your car's power level. If you end up loving this platform, there are forced induction options available for the V6 engine, depending on your budget, so the Nissan 350Z could well be your perfect partner. Nissan Skyline R33 GTST. The Nissan Skyline is a high-performance sports coupe with a lineage going as far back and as equally impressive as the Nissan Z cars. The model we have picked for this guide is the R33 GTST. This model was built between 1993 and 1998 and offers some great features for the aspiring drifter. The R33 GTST uses a 2.5-litre straight-six RB25 DET engine mated to an efficient turbocharger. The power is fed through a 5-speed manual transmission and into a limited slip differential. This engine package produced a healthy 280 bhp from the factory, and there is proven power potential of up to 400 bhp with just bolt-on modifications. As standard, there is plenty of power to hone your skills, plus the potential is there if you want to up the power. There are many Skyline owners clubs available to help you out if you want to do your own mechanical work or face problems, which is always a bonus. There is also very strong aftermarket support for the R33, so you can customize it to your heart's content. A good solid choice. Mazda MX5 NB. The MX5 is a classic Japanese take on the iconic drop-top sports car concept. The original model was unveiled in 1989 and went on to become one of the best-selling sports cars of all time. The NB designation refers to the second generation of the model. This version received many improvements over the original, including a useful hike in power output. We recommend the 1.8-litre option as the 4-cylinder engine offers 138 bhp on tap, which is plenty for any drifter starting out. The car offers solid and reliable mechanicals throughout and is naturally aspirated. This means that improving the power output will be challenging without spending out on forced induction and the supporting modifications needed to run it. Great aftermarket support and active enthusiast communities mean it should be a good platform to adopt. Prices are very reasonable. Nissan 240S XS14. No drift cars list could ever be complete without at least one generation of Nissan's 240SX being mentioned. This car, after the expensive A86, is the recognized face of drifting, with hundreds of the cars around the globe being used in both grassroots and pro levels. We have picked the S14 variant as there are plenty still available. The S13 is becoming rarer and more sought after and therefore more valuable. They offer a solid engine package and come with great looks. The 240SX S14 houses a 2.4-litre naturally aspirated engine that produces 155 bhp. This is fed into a 5-speed manual transmission and put onto the tarmac through a limited slip differential as standard. The lightweight chassis means you do not need a lot of power to get the 240SX loose at the rear end, and the natural balance will help you learn faster than with many other cars. The aftermarket support for this platform is huge, so you can pick up a standard example, learn the ropes, and this car can grow with you by introducing upgraded aftermarket parts if you want it to. A great option for the drifting beginner, highly recommended. Toyota JZX90. The Toyota Mark II has been active in the drift scene in Japan and Asia since the early 90s. However, in the West these cars have been a rare sight on our roads. As these cars have gotten older and more affordable, they are seeing their way across the ocean and are popping up on our shores in increasing numbers. In most markets these cars are at a price point lower than the E46 M3, and they offer many benefits the beginner drifter would do well to consider. Packing a potent and highly tunable straight-six 2.5-litre 1JZ GTE turbocharged engine, the JZX90 is not lacking for power or for tuning potential. The transmission was a 5-speed manual and it featured a limited slip differential as standard. This big, luxury 4-door sedan offers an easy road into drifting with a well-balanced chassis and fast engine response. My personal pick for those in the UK would be the MX5 and similar variants, as they are good learner cars and in Britain the cheapest of the bunch. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos like this.